MPs want more pay. One of the MPs who would have been interviewed by the Observer said, "You cannot blame us if a contractor offers us a gift cause we want more pay." One member of Jamaica's parliament has boldly admitted to accepting monetary gifts from contractors in order to bolster his salary, which he said was too low to meet the needs of his constituents and his home. The member, one of 7 who spoke with the Observer, all complaining about the money that they take home from the government each month, said that the time had come for the political administration of the day to address the pay of members of parliament with a view to increasing it significantly, according to another MP. They all offered sorrowful stories about how they managed to stay alive and relevant while being paid their current salaries. Members of parliament with no additional state duty get around $300,000 each month. A regular classroom teacher with no added responsibility, you know how much money them get a month? A regular police officer with no additional duty, you know how much them get a month? A regular nurse with no additional duty, you know how much them get a month? Members of parliament with no additional state duty get around $300,000 per month, which those who spoke with the Observer described as inadequate. One even said, woefully so, to serve their own needs, let alone those of the thousands of constituents that they represent. One of them even described the salaries as shameful. And this is a man who earned twice the amount of salary a regular classroom teacher getting. And that regular classroom teacher do 30 more times work than that politician for the month, you know. One of them even described the salary as shameful. All of them asked not to be named over concern of being possibly targeted for a backlash. If it had not been for my business, I don't know how I would have managed to function as a member of parliament. There are people out there who think that MPs are making this huge amount of money from being in politics. But how wrong they are. Many of our MPs struggle to stay alive each month, the parliamentarian stated. For rural Jamaica MPs, the situation was even more difficult, as they are forced to travel long distances, sometimes through treacherous terrain, to reach their constituents and see to their needs. Fix the road them. They highlight that they spend a minimum half of their salaries on petrol and bills alone. I spend regularly $150,000 on gasoline alone a month. There have been occasions when I have had to go up to $200,000 on petrol. Now, when you have to spend so much money for traveling purposes, what is left to do other things? Still, another MP turned on the defensive switch when he suggested that elected officials were forced to depend on other earners to whom they were in contact to ease their monthly burden. Please, I wonder if you really understand what go on there. Still, another MP turned on the defensive switch when he suggested that elected officials were forced to depend on other earners with whom they were in contact. You know me, then like ask, I do not know anybody will go to school to become a member of parliament. I do not know that a member of parliament is an employment, is a job. I know people who normally do okay for themselves and would have earned the respect and support of people, fight to represent people and become MP. I never know say being an MP in Jamaica is a job. You go to school for and you apply for and you get it. The man never make it sound like they were sent to school to become a member of parliament. They graduated with upper class honors in member of parliamentship. They would have applied to become member of parliaments. They would have been interviewed and accepted to become member of parliaments. So they are supposed to be paid the salary commensurate of their studies to become member of parliament. The man said sometimes they are forced to accept gifts from people. Contractors, kickbacks. You can't blame us if a contractor offers us a gift So we should not blame them if a Dan offer them a gift. Uno old vampire. You cannot blame us if a contractor offers us a gift, said one boldly, in reference to kickbacks that some MPs are accused of collecting from some of those who are awarded government contracts. I, for one, will not go to a contractor and demand money from him. But there are those out there who know the plight that you are facing and want to see how best they can be of assistance. So, what would you do? Not take it? I have, the MP said. Parliamentarians are known to come under severe pressure from constituents who often target them for assistance with personal projects and chores. It is common for members of parliament to fork out money to assist with doctors' visits, help bury the dead, contribute to wakes, assist with school activities, buy liquor at social events, or simply to give to those whose addiction includes always taxing elected officials whenever they are in sight. Some of what MPs are feeling is as a result of their own doing. One experienced MP stated, Jamaicans are now locked into a culture whereby MPs are seen as ATMs. Whenever an MP shows his face in a constituency, it is going to cost him. People just can't understand that MPs have lives too. They have their own families who depend on them for sustenance. They also have to pay for light, water, cable, and put food on their own tables. There is this massive feeling that all MPs always have money on them. So when you tell a man no, you will hear all kinds of comments, including that he's not voting for you again, as if some of them ever did in the first place. He even suggested that one of the reasons some constituents complain of not seeing their MPs was because the parliamentarians were fearful of going through their geographical zones, as they are often put under pressure to let off money and other things. The suggestion by one MP that salaries of elected officials should be increased by at least 100%. Remember, I just telling you earlier, say an MP who has no additional duty, so he's not a senator, he's not a cabinet minister, he's not a junior minister, he's not a minister without portfolio in our office, gets an average of $300,000 per month. Now, this MP is suggesting that those politicians should be earning $600,000 per month. The suggestion by one MP that salaries of elected officials should be increased by at least 100% might not go down well with public sector workers, but the parliamentarian is firm in his opinion that more personal money in hand would allow them to attend to more needs of constituents. Appointed officials like ministers, ministers of state, and parliamentary secretaries are paid higher than MPs not assigned to ministry duties. Prime Minister Andrew Holness's salary was set at $7.27 million when he regained office in 2016, while that of the leader of the opposition was $6.4 million. The last publicly listed salary of the Minister of Finance was $5.9 million, Cabinet Ministers $5.3 million, State Ministers $4.8 million, and the lone Parliamentary Secretary $4.1 million. Senators last received $17,000 per sitting to attend meetings at the upper house and those at the committee level. Among the allowances for public officials is one for annual travel valued at $1.2 million, but not all MPs get it. MPs are allowed a driver and a constituency secretary. Unlike cabinet ministers, ministers of state, and parliamentary secretaries, regular MPs are not given allowances to employ household helpers. Jamaica, up to 5 years ago, ranked among the countries whose parliamentarians were among the lowest paid in the Caribbean region. Jamaica, up to 5 years ago, up to yesterday, was ranked among top among countries in the Caribbean with member of parliaments who do very little for them constituencies. So a balance, it's quits. Another view put forward by 3 of the MPs interviewed is for the Wellness Administration to increase the money allocated to the Constituency Development Fund or CDF to MPs to assist their people. Members of Parliament are allowed to access $20 million annually from the CDF to assist with projects in their communities, including education and social improvement. The CDF was instituted by Prime Minister Bruce Golding in 2008 to assist MPs in implementing small projects instead of having to go through the tedious process of central government. At the time, $40 million was allocated to each MP. This figure was slashed to $15 million shortly after the Portia Simpson Miller-led People's National Party took over the reins of government in December of 2011. However, the Wellness Administration pushed the figure back to $20 million after it narrowly won the February 26 general election. If the CDF could go up, it would reduce the demand on us for our personal funds, one of the MPs said. When Bruce Golding introduced it and started it at $40 million, it was the way to go. You could build on that, but when holier than thou PNP came into power in 2011, Portia cut it down. I don't even know to prove what. Now that Wellness is back, the money has gone up. But it needs another review, the MP said. Jamaican politicians have predicated their existence for eons now on handing out money to people. So on live on create. You guys would have created, you have some countries in the world where the political representative walk through and just wave to everybody and gone. No one ask them for nothing. But because of the pork barrel politics, you guys would have set a foundation but would have built a house on. Some will say and sinking son. So now it will affect every man. Because when you create this handout mentality, so what do you think people are going to do? Huh? Stretch out them man. Is that them going to do? You feel me? So it's not the people them create it. It's when you create it. So why we are blame the people them now? A man say a regular MP who get $300,000 a month, if you get $600,000 a month. And people, you know peeps, will go to school, sacrifice. To become qualified in them era of choice. I earn penny and fard and shilling, you know? And them man have the audacity, the nerve, for say to a national paper, say politicians now get enough money and that them salary to increase by 100%. You know see what I go on? The man them say right now, people not for surprise or feel no way when them take some money through the back door. When a contractor give them a food, the same contractor them where them are encouraged to overprice the contracts them so them can get the kickbacks. Can you imagine when some civil servants can't find bus fare for go work a morning and a month not done it? Some civil servants live from paycheck to paycheck. Some civil servants who owe millions of dollars in a loan because only so them can get by, and them a money who ain't gone to school to become the MP. And when teachers look at raise a pay, the police them or the nurse them look at raise a pay, your ear say we ungrateful and we not no sympathy and we not understanding. And then again, some of them same MPs here who are embezzle and are misappropriate poor people money, millions, and over the years billions of dollars, still have the nerve to want more.
Teach them! Hey yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here, Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.